Maybe I'll try to say this a bit louder in the hope that they might hear me in there. Over the past months, I've stayed in 3 separate hostels. I have been threatened, sexually assaulted, and robbed. I have had no sense of security or safety. Trust me, as soon as I move my belongings into the new house, I'll have a lot to say about the state of homelessness in this country. Here's another one. This is from May last year. It's discovered on a bartering and sharing page for Glasgow. Hi there, I am posting this due to unseen circumstances. I discovered a young girl dead when I was at the Queen's Park Hotel, and I have left all my belongings and food there. I'm not getting paid until Friday. Wondering if anyone can help me out with a change of clothes and some food. In the 3 years leading up to 2022, 67 women died in Scotland in homeless accommodation, out of the 244 total deaths. We heard last October from 2 women whose sons died of overdoses in the hotels. The average stay in one of these hotels now is, I believe, 45 weeks. 4 women died at the Alexander Thompson Hotel between March and December 2020. 5 men died in the same period. Unfortunately, we don't have a breakdown for all of them. But I know that multiple women have been sexually assaulted in the Queen's Park Hotel, which was already notorious for sexual assaults years ago, before the crisis deepened as it has done. In that same time that we've been hearing the news about these women and men dying in hotels, I have been living in the Wynford, where 600 flats have sat empty for 2 years. 130 people died in homeless accommodation in that first year. The Wheatley Group are destroying social homes in the Wynford to replace them with more profitable ones, reducing the housing stock and increasing the homelessness issue. At £350 a week, the hotels have made millions in profits housing the homeless and the refugees, who we said, could you please make the empty flats available for them? We were stonewalled by this government. Sorry, my notes are a bit of a mess.
That's all right.
We have a government that is happy to sell off our built heritage, to sell off our social homes, to destroy our environment, pump poison into our rivers and carbon into the air, who refuse to uphold their own promises on retrofitting, and they're doing all this for the sake of amassing profit for corporations like Wheatley and concentrating wealth ever more in the hands of mega corporations and investment banks who are perpetuating global instability. So I ask you, what is the point of a government that says it wants to help refugees, that says it wants to promote diversity, which is pitting communities against each other in a race to the bottom, scrabble for resources? I blame them for the rising tide of racism in this country. They have been warned for years that the alt-right, that the right wing are exploiting the housing crisis in this country, and they are doing nothing about it. Until we reckon with the absolute disaster that the stock transfer has been for Glasgow, until we reckon with the absolute disaster that the deregulation of social housing has been in Glasgow, this crisis will continue to worsen. So, in conclusion, shame on the Greens for giving our housing budget away, for slashing our housing budget for vanity projects. Shame on the SNP for fomenting racism in this country by refusing to house people, and shame on Labour too. Get your act together. We don't need affordable housing, we need council housing now.